Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. For our class, we're going to be making these little Macrame Heart Keychains, and if you've bought a kit, everything should be provided for you. If not, I will leave all of the lengths and measurements of everything that we're using in the bottom of the video. Okay, so to start, I'm going to take my keychain. I'm going to take the white cord and I folded it right in half so that this is the center point. And the first knot we're going to do is called the reverse lark's head knot. So this is how we attach the cord onto the key ring. So we're going to take that center point and we're going to loop it forward. Okay, so that we have that nice little opening there. And I'm just going to pull those cords through. Okay, so you get a nice little neat knot like that. And now the second cord that I'm adding is the colored cord. So we do want to go in order so that it goes white, colored, white, colored, white. Okay, because the way we're going to knot it has to be in order. Anyhow, we're going to take our colored cord, and these are a little bit longer than the natural ones, the white ones. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to make that loop and pull it over and pull those cords right through. Okay, so back to the natural. Adding another mauve. And the last in the natural color. So by now you should have all five cords attached, and I'm just going to pull them nice and tight so that it tightens up all of these knots and brings them closer together. Now, so that it doesn't wobble around, I'm just going to tape my keychain into place. If you have a clipboard at home, that works fantastic too, or a cork board. You can do it on anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Now I've organized my cords so that they're all in order and spaced out a little bit. And we're only using one knot to make this entire thing. It's called the forward knot. It's used in a lot of friendship bracelets, and we're going to do the forward knot and then we're going to reverse it as well. So the first one we're going to do is actually a reverse forward knot. So we're going to take the third cord and the first mauve one, and we're going to be knotting over this second cord here, this second natural one. So we're going to take this one, we're going to place it over the cord like that, and we're going to pull it through that loop and then straight up nice and tight, and then we're going to do it one more time to finish the knot. And what I like to do is I like to just give a little tug in that direction for the reverse forward knot to make sure that that little line there comes straight down. So just to straighten it out, you can give it a little tug. And now the second knot that we're going to do, we're going to be using the 1, 2, 3, 4th cord and the second mauve one, and we're going to be knotting over this, the 5th cord. So we're going to do a regular forward knot, and we're going to go over so that it's like a figure 4. Pull it through, and then we're going to pull it straight up, nice and tight. We're going to do that one more time. So every time we do this, we do it twice to finish the knot. We're going straight up, and now I'm just going to pull it there, and it straightens it out. Now we're going to use the 6th and 7th cord. So This is the 6th, this is the 7th, and we're going to do that reverse forward knot. So we're going to go over this way through the loop, and we're going to bring it straight up, over that way to the left, and bring it straight up, and then a little tug into place. Now we're going to do the same thing with the next 2 cords. So we're going to do a regular forward knot this time. We're going over to the right, pull it through and straight up. Once more, over to the right, pull it through and straight up. And then one little tug to straighten it out. Now that we're done the first row and we have those 4 knots there, we're going to start on the second row. So I'm going to take the second cord and we're going to do that reverse forward knot over the first cord. So we're going over the cord, through the loop, and pull straight up, over the cord, through the loop, and pull straight up, and then give a little tug to straighten it out. Now we're going to skip over to the center 2 cords. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The 5th and 6th cord, it should be 2 colored cords by now. And we're going to do a regular forward knot. So we're going over to the right, through the loop, pull straight up, straight up. And again, that little one at the end really helps things out. Now we're going to do the same as we did on this side, but since we're getting the knot to go that way, we're doing the regular forward knot so that the cord that we're working with, our working cord, is going to the right. So now you can see that the outline of the heart is beginning to take shape, and we're going to start to fill it in. Now we're going to take the 3rd and 4th cord, so the one that's coming from here and from here, and we're going to do a forward knot. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th and 8th cord. So it's the 2 natural colored ones coming out from right there. And we're going to do the reverse forward knot. So we're going to go over to the left, now for the 3rd row, we're going to leave out that 1st and last cord. I'm going to take the 2nd and 3rd cord. I'm going to go forward knot, now I'm taking the 4th and 5th cord. I'm making another forward knot. Now I'm going to do the same from the opposite direction. So I'm going to take the 2nd from last and 3rd to last cord, and I'm going to use the 2nd to last one, and I'm going to go over towards the left and make that reverse forward knot. Pull it nice and tight. Okay, now we're going to take these 2 cords and do the same thing. Okay, for the next row, we're going to skip the first two. We're going to go to the third and fourth, so it should be one natural, one mauve, or whatever color you're using. And we're going to do a forward knot. There we go, we're going to skip those two, move to the next two, so these center two cords. One more forward, oh sorry, this is a reverse forward knot for this one. And we're skipping the last two and we're knotting with these two. And we're taking that natural, we're going over the mauve, the reverse forward knot. Okay, so for the next one, we're just going to close off and finish this little heart in the center here. So I'm going to take the fourth and fifth cord. We're going to make a forward knot. Little tug. And we'll take the next two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to use the seventh cord and make a reverse forward knot. Give a little tug to get it in place. There, and now the last one to complete the heart, and we're going to do a forward knot. So we're going over from the left, up, and one more. Now to finish off the outline, we're going to be doing forward knots on this side and reverse forward knots on this side. And this time we're going to be using the very first cord and the very last cord as our working cords, and we're going to make the knots over each of these. So we'll start with the second one, and we're doing that forward knot. Nice and tight there. Okay, so that one's done, and we'll leave the one that we just knotted over out of the way so we don't get confused. And now over the second cord. Okay, so now we've done all four cords on this side, and we're just going to leave that in the center. And now we're going to do the same thing, but with the reverse forward knot over these four cords. Now to finish it off, we're gonna use the left cord as our filler cord and the right cord as our working cord. And we're gonna make that reverse forward knot. Now you can see our cute little heart has formed. And now we're just going to do this bottom part. So we're going to gather it up and tie a nice bow. So I'm just going to place all of them a little bit in behind. And I'm going to take those very center two. And I'm just going to wrap them around. Okay, nice and tight. And then I'm going to bring it up top, and I'm just going to tie a regular bow. So we're just about done. If you can see, there's some of these cords at the side that tend to stick out a little bit more. What you're going to do is you're just going to go to the bottom here, give these a little tug to see which one it is. You can pull it nicely into place. I'll do the same for the other side. Give it a little trim to whichever length you want. I like about there. I like the fringe to be a little bit longer than the bow. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any questions, please message me. I don't mind at all. Yeah, thanks so much for joining.